Hey Pisces, it's Tantric Tarot. I'm here to do your love reading for the month of August 2019. So you have one of the most interesting spreads, one of the most dynamic spreads that I've seen so far out of all of the zodiac signs. You have a lot of major arcanas. You have the High Priestess, the Hermit, Justice, Judgment, the Fool. So that's 5 major arcanas in your general spread. This is the most major arcanas I've seen out of all of the zodiac signs. So I'll explain to you what I'm seeing here. So actually, just to summarize everything before I break all the cards down for you, what I'm seeing for you, Pisces, is not only are you going through major transformations in your life emotionally this month. We did just, I believe we're still in the eclipse, or we just came out of the eclipse as I'm filming this video. We are currently, as I'm filming this video, still in Mercury retrograde. And the Mercury retrograde shadow period is going to be for 2 weeks. That's going to last until mid-August. So some of you may still be feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde, even so far as into the middle of August. So you're going through all of these kind of purging emotions, and you're transforming yourself in massive, major ways with the High Priestess and the Hermit crowning your reading for the overall energy. This is the overall energy that's going to be playing out throughout the month of August for you. The High Priestess, which is actually your major arcana, Pisces, you're in hermit mode with your entire feelings, with all of your feelings, because it's almost like the crab. I know you're not Cancer, but I'm just getting the visualization of Cancer. You may be dealing with a Cancerian, but it's like when Cancer goes into hermit mode where they go into their shell. That's kind of how you're feeling, Pisces. You may also be dealing with a Virgo for some of you. I'm also seeing Aries here. I'm seeing Libra as well in terms of specific zodiac signs, but I'm also seeing air signs and fire signs, so it could be any element for some of you. But for your overall energy, Pisces, with the Hermit here, with the High Priestess here, not only are you secluding yourself from other people because you feel like you've gone through a defeat, because you feel like you've gone through a very troubling and traumatic situation in your love life. So you're recuperating. And there's a lot of sword energies here. You have the 5 swords at the bottom of your deck. You have the 2 of swords here. You have the 8 of swords. So with the 8 of swords and the 2 of swords here, you're feeling stuck emotionally. This is like being at a crossroads, but it's all mental. It's all happening in your head. With the 5 of swords, it's like you feel like you were defeated on some level here in love, because you have lover clarifying this. And you're pulling back, you're retracting yourself, you're listening to your intuition, you're listening to that part of you, that innermost, deepest part of you. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're about to emerge on some kind of emotional journey. And this is because of a defeat that you've recently experienced, where you had to pull back. You had to go off into the kind of like the darkness, or you had to go off and escape into your cave. If you're dealing specifically with someone that ghosted you or that has gone silent on you, it's because they needed to pull back. They needed to have some quiet time. But I do see some kind of warning signs for that. I am seeing here that a lot of you were dealing with a very hard situation that was heartbreaking. There is indication here of third-party situations. There's indication here of lies, deception, deceit. You have the Moon card and the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords in your romance spread off to the side here. Someone was juggling. It's like someone was unsure of which way to go, so they were wavering, especially because you have the 2 of Swords here. Now, towards the end of August, you're going to be establishing more peace in your life. You're going to feel freed from this 8 of Swords energy. I also want to tell you guys, for some of you, you're dealing with people that are giving you bad advice, or that are not, it's like you're being split in two different directions, and one direction is your heart, and the other direction is what people are telling you you should do, or the bad advice that some of you are getting from friends or from family. Because you have interference here with the Eight of Swords, and you have falseness on top of this. So some of you are being either lied to, or you're getting some poor advice from people that you actually are talking to. And to break this down for you further, Pisces, at the beginning of your timeline, you have justice here, and then you have judgment. So some of you are absolutely dealing with some people from your past. And it's like you have already established justice in the situation, or you're going to have justice in the situation. Because whenever I see judgment, it's like calling judgment on someone. It's like calling out someone, calling someone's BS, not letting things go under the radar anymore with the Hermit and the High Priestess, because you're seeing through people after having, had that quiet time, after having had that solitude period. For some of you, you've been dealing with someone that was playing some mind games with you, someone that may have been manipulative, because you have a lot of sword energies here. You may be dealing with an air sign. This may even happen in the month of August for some of you. But you have justice here, and you have friend clarifying this. And it's interesting because in this depiction, there's a sword here, but she has her blindfolds on. Some of you are not seeing something for what it is. Again, you may be going to the wrong people for the wrong advice, and then taking that at heart value. So I want you to pay attention to your own inner guidance, your own intuition with the High Priestess here. Really follow your own heart at this time. You may be feeling very confused, very guarded, very clouded. For others of you, you're having to go to friends because that is your only source of comfort right now. That is your only source of support. And now, again, with judgment here, I feel like for some of you, for the majority of you actually, you're going to be dealing with someone from your past. We are on the heels, like I said, of Mercury retrograde. That can be very common during Mercury retrograde to have people show up from the past. For some of you, you may be dealing with a divorce, with the justice here and judgment. It's like, again, calling. And I was just interrupted by a phone call during your reading. So some of you are going to be kind of having that call to action. So it's almost like you're having help from other people to make a huge decision in your life. And this has to do with your love life, because this is the love reading. You're being called to action. You're being called to make a choice, to make a decision. And you're asking advice and help from other people. You do have fortune clarifying your judgment. So if you are going through some kind of court proceedings or some kind of judgment call in the actual court system, that's looking like it's actually favorable to you because you have fortune on top of this. For others of you, you are looking like you're coming out on top. You are. You have justice on your side here. You are calling judgment on people. Towards the middle to end of August here, you're going to be in your head. You're going to be in your head because people are coming at you in kind of a conflicting way, an argumentative way. I also feel like for some of you, you're dealing with someone who's very, very mysterious. And I want you to be careful of this, because what I'm seeing from your romance spread, there's someone here that's just not on the up and up. They're not completely being honest with you. Yes, this can be vice versa. You can be the one that's kind of withholding with the Hermit here. But I want you to be careful, Pisces, because for some of you, the reason why you're so in your head about this person, the reason why you have all this confusion is because they're the ones causing it. And they're causing it because they're not being clear. They're not being direct. They're hiding something with the High Priestess and the Hermit. They may even be already connected or married to someone else. You may be finding this out and then calling judgment on someone. But for a lot of you here, you're stuck in your head. And what Spirit is saying with falseness on top of this also is this may be an illusion. You may just be having one of those months where you feel like mentally you're trapped, but that mental trap is the illusion. It is the falseness. So you need to be able to rise above that and see past it. Also, I am seeing here that some of you are feeling old, like you're feeling like you've been aging, like emotionally you feel tired, emotionally you feel like you've really matured, you've really been through the ringer, you've really grown, and it's causing you to want to pull back, to want to go into your own solitude and have that peace, that relaxing time to really sort your mind out. Now, there is a crossroads that you're going to be making a choice between towards the end of August. Here, I feel like this has to do with other people's intentions, other people's integrity, or other people's motivations. I also feel like it's definitely a mind over heart kind of deal here, where some of you are going to be having to make the choice. Do I go with my heart and actually take a chance on someone, or do I stay logical? That is going to be your free will. But if someone is showing signs of deception, which I'm seeing here as a warning, be careful, okay? You may want to, yes, talk to friends, talk to your family for advice, but if they are showing these red flags that I'm seeing, don't be a fool, because you have the Fool in your energy here and you have the Nine of Cups. And to me, this is almost like getting your hopes up, or something that is like too good to be true. I also feel like you really want commitment, but you've also, okay, this is a message I'm getting for some of you. You've just come out of a commitment. You have wife on top of the Nine of Cups. And then you have the Fool right next to this, which is like a brand new beginning. And you have consolidation on top of this. So you may have recently left someone that was kind of like too good to be true, or they got your hopes up, or the commitment simply did not go through. And Spirit's going to be giving you a consolidation prize for some kind of new opportunity with the Fool here. For others of you, you need to really pay attention to certain red flags that are being shown to you, because you don't want to be taken for a fool, thinking that it's going to be your happiness, thinking that it's going to lead to a commitment. I'm also seeing here, Pisces, I feel like you're dangling something in front of someone's eyes. You're dangling some kind of a gift or a prize to someone. And this may be someone from your past who it's like they are trying to come back with judgment here. So if you are dealing with someone from the past, you may be dangling something in their eyes, like how good you look or what they could have had with you, because now you're starting off on something new. For others of you, I am seeing here that you are entering into a commitment with the Fool card and the Wife card here, and Justice, which is all about contractual agreements, judgment, fortune. But you're really in your head about this, and you're kind of teeter-tottering or wavering back and forth between whether or not this is the right choice for you with the Two of Swords here. Ending your timeline, you have the Princess of Cups. This is you. You're the water sign. And you have Sweetheart on top of this. Someone sees you as their sweetheart. And you're being very, very attractive right now. It's like other people are seeing you as being this carefree person, as being this youthful, like life of the party person that they want to be around, but internally you're feeling like worn out. You're feeling like you've really been through a lot. So it's like you're showing other people, you're showing the outside world a totally different image than what you're feeling right now. It's like you're putting out this energy of being happy and wanting to start something brand new with someone, but internally you're really struggling mentally here, and I feel like you are having some major trust issues. Underneath your Five of Swords, which is the conflict, the mental conflict, you have the Star. You're definitely keeping hope alive here, and you may be dealing with an Aquarius. You have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's a commitment around you, Pisces. I'm seeing commitment around you a lot. Queen of Wands, maybe dealing with a fire sign. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, power. There's a power struggle going on. Another 8, walking away, and the Empress, and the Lovers. Yeah, you're confused, Pisces, really. I mean, it's like you have a looming commitment around you, but it's like based on what you've been through, you're not trusting it. Let me see. Something's telling me to shuffle this one more time. Communication may feel off to you as well with the sword energies here because you're on the fence a lot. It's like, again, you're teeter-tottering. So this confusion, I feel like, is also seeping out into other people and how they respond to you, Pisces. That may be why you're pulling back with the Hermit here. You're really trying to center yourself. You're trying to get more clarity. And you're trying to see if this new journey, because you do have journey on top of the High Priestess, you're trying to see if this is really worth it. You are making good judgment calls, meaning you have a level head on your shoulders this month in terms of, again, seeing through people, seeing the situation for what it is realistically. But you're really going over everything with a fine-tooth comb because there's someone here that either was in your past that was being manipulative, deceptive, that you were not able to come together with, and that's still very much in your energy. And for others of you, this is someone that you're going to be dealing with in the month of August. But let me see. Truce. Four of Swords. Yeah, you're just wanting peace at this point. Queen of Swords. Again, you may be dealing with an air sign. You feel like this person is two-faced. You feel like this person is not really who they say they are. Seven of Cups. There is a lot of confusion with this person. I feel like you don't know whether they're coming or going. Prince of Wands. Yeah, someone here seems to be a player. Another 7. Valor. So there's definitely a power struggle happening this month. The Sun. You may be dealing with a Leo, but we are in Leo season. Another 7. 7 of Swords. You're going to see the light about someone because there's someone that's just absolutely not trustworthy. Be careful because they may be wanting a commitment with you. 10 of Cups there. The 8 of Cups again. Wow. Some of you are having like cold feet. I'm also seeing that. 5 of Wands is conflict again. Princess of Swords. Definitely an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I also feel like you're going to have quite a lot of communication this month, really discussing your feelings, because with the 2 of Wands here, there's that decision, there's that crossroads, and you're having difficulty. There's the 5 of Swords again, defeat, conflict, mental turmoil. So you're having difficulty, 9 of Swords, cruelty and anxiety, really trying to understand what you want in this situation. Prince of Discs, this has to do with an offer. 10 of Swords, be very careful, Pisces. I want you to be very careful because you're having those gut feelings for a reason. If you're having cold feet, the Tower. Wow. The 10 of Swords and the Tower after the Prince of Discs and the 9 of Swords. If you're having cold feet over a offer, it would behoove you to pay attention to that. The Hierophant, this absolutely has to do with a commitment. Wow. Knight of Swords. There's your Knight of Swords again. Okay, a lot of you are dealing with an air sign. You may be having a lot of cold feet with regards to jumping into a marriage or commitment with an air sign. 10 of Wands. This is very burdensome to you. And you're having an awful lot of tens, which is the ending. But you're trying to be strong. The 9 of Wands. 6 of Discs. I want you to follow your gut. I want you to follow your intuition here, Pisces, with regards to a commitment. Because I'm seeing here for some of you, it has to do with jumping into like a marriage with someone. And for others of you, it's going to be dealing with someone from your past that is all of a sudden trying to start something new with you, or you're trying to equal the or balance the situation out, but you're so in your head about it, and you want something brand new. You want something brand new with the Fool here. But right now, I'm just seeing that. I'm seeing that if you are heading into a relationship, you may want to take it slow, because there's someone here that is not being honest, and I don't want you to be super happy and foolish over the fact that someone's offering you a commitment, but it may not sit right with you internally, or you may be wondering what they're up to. Again, the 10 of Swords, the Tower, the Hermit, the High Priestess, and I'll explain to you what I'm seeing here. So how you're feeling about this person is wedding. Obviously, you have a commitment here. But then you have the 2 of Pentacles reversed. So you were teeter-tottering, but I feel like you're making a choice, a decision here. But I also want you to be careful of someone being sneaky in this depiction. This is a man that is sneaky. He's sneaking up behind her. Also, with Retreat here and the King or the Knight of Swords reversed, I feel like for some of you, this person did retreat on you, or you retreated on them, or you're going to want to require more time to think about this. You may shut someone out. You may be very blunt with your communication, or hard to get a hold of, because some of you are really getting cold feet. You may have been presented with some kind of offer in the month of August, or you may be presented with an offer in the month of August. And you may have to have some time to yourself to really think this over. In the meantime, you may come off as the Knight of Swords reversed, which is someone that is cold, someone that can be kind of callous emotionally. So while you're in the Hermit mode, you may want to express that to other people and tell them, I'm going through this and I need some time to think about that. Okay, Pisces, so we're going to take a look at how this person feels about you, and also the extended over on Patreon, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye. The 2 of Cups, again, a soulmate bond, and the 2 of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like whoever you're dealing with is trying to reach out to you, because they're trying to spin the wheel back on their favor. But with the 10 of Cups reversed, there's a lack of commitment happening here, even though this is a soulmate bond.